On Jam 8.3, and yeah, what a round of music that we've been listening to. We were listening to some Triaxis, Lonely Heart, off the album Who We Are. That was the second album, as Edsel pointed out a while ago. And what are you doing?
I'm just checking to
Space,
make sure.
dude.
Sorry, man. Just making sure everything's in line. My bad.
I'll wait for you. Hype,
Space,
classic band featuring Noel Mendez and Cynthia Alexander, and some other guys that we can't remember. But look them up. They're on Facebook, and believe it or not, they're on Google. And believe it or not, they do have a music video. So if you like what you heard, just go there. Just go to YouTube and check them out. Before that, we played something from Amo, or Ang Tunay na Amo, also known as the Boss Band, Kung Alam Mo Lang, which came out, I think, in 1989, if I'm not mistaken.
1990.
Was it?
1990.
Oh, it was
So
1990.
Edsel's our history guy, you know?
Yeah.
He really is.
Yeah.
He's our
the
official
spot.
encyclopedia.
He's Rain Man.
So that
Yeah.
was, 1990 was 29 years ago.
29 years.
So that's how
Wow.
young we are, right? We're knowing all this.
We
stuff,
old,
right?
man.
Kuya,
Adult
were they
home.
really famous, Kuya?
And before that, we listened to some Wolfgang, Bought and Sold from the 1996 album Seminalin. Good morning to our buddy Basti, by the way. Hopefully
Yo,
you're
Bast.
up. Before that, it was some Pat Benatar, Hit Me With Your Best Shot. Ghost to Dance Macabre, which we actually shouldn't play here, but what the hell, we love it. It's a nice song.
We're bending. We're breaking every rule anyway.
Exactly, but you will hear, if you listen to Ghost, especially that track, Dance Macabre, you'll hear the Scorpions influence in there. You'll hear some of the influence of I don't know, 80s music, almost like aerobics music. Like you get images of Richard Simmons in my mind.
It's like a workout.
Wow.
Richard
Richard Simmons, huh?
Dude, they're a satanic band, man, so Richard Simmons perfectly encapsulates that. We played something from Kiss, Crazy Nights, Crazy Nights, off the album Crazy Nights.
Right.
Or did I get that?
No, you got it right.
It's correct.
I got it right. The album is Crazy Nights, the track is
Crazy nights.
Nights. There you go. We listened to some music, new music from Mexico, all the way from Mexico City. A track called Railroad from a band called Remay Stone.
Mexico City.
Shout outs to those guys. Thanks for showing us some love and sending your demos. We listened to something from Guns N' Roses, the B-side from Appetite for Destruction, Shadow of Your Love, and we started off that entire set with Total Zero, Snake Fist.
Wow. What a way to start.
Our
Nice
favorite
and
band
loud.
from Los Angeles. And speaking of favorite musicians, we have three of our favorite musicians right now. They're our guests for today. Marco, Eric, and Mickey. They're here. They're representing. Of course, there's more in the band, but basically this is the core of the band, Ordinaryo. Thanks for joining us on the show.
Yeah.
guys.
Woo!
Welcome back.
Hello, Joey!
And
I'm back here again.
Yeah, you were
Where
just
you
here
go?
sounds
recently.
like you were here recently.
Yeah.
So the band is called Ordinaryo.
Yes.
Why? Well, I know. First of all, let's get it out of the way. Ordinaryo is trying to do the impossible, seemingly impossible, but making it happen. It's kundiman and rock and roll.
Yeah.
I guess impossible is not the perfect word,
Yeah,
but
kundiman.
it's a very challenging.
Yeah, and very unlikely.
Very unlikely.
Very unlikely if you put it into a context of trying to execute it in
Yeah.
a band setting.
Exactly.
If you put it in an acoustic setting, it will work.
Yeah.
But if you put it in a full band setting, it's
there are
hard.
so many moving
Yes,
pieces.
so
that
many
you have to
moving
manage.
parts.
Yeah.
But basically, just you have to get that 3/4 in.
Yeah. So how did that start? How did like putting together Ordinaryo?
Okay,
begin?
5 years ago. 5 years ago, I thought of this thing. You know, when I was I think I was in a gig, and I spoke to a girl from South Africa.
Okay.
Yeah, and she says like Filipinos are funny. Sabi niya,
Well, we are.
nakakatawa daw ang Pilipino. Kasi ano daw tayo, we love copying shit. I'm sorry, we love copying stuff. Okay.
Okay.
And then I'm like, yeah, you know, that's colonial culture. No, I mean, really copying it down to their clothes, their shoes, their hair, their look. Like I watch this reggae band, and they're like, why do they look like Jamaican? Parang, we have reggae bands in South Africa, but they look nothing like that. They look South African. We have the
They
identity
look
of being.
hungry.
Yeah.
Oh,
jam!
dude.
Boom!
Dude.
Jam, no, that's a
I'm
big
sorry, I just
jam,
have to
man.
interject because
Boom!
You know, conversations like that are the worst.
Yeah.
When you
Yeah.
have a foreigner telling you
Definitely,
what
yeah.
to do in your own
Exactly.
language.
No, then
That
definitely.
bugs me.
No,
But it's a catalyst for ideas like this.
exactly. So I'm like, really, in South Africa, the reggae bands don't dress like reggae stuff. No,
You
we
don't
just
look the
look.
part.
We just look like your everyday guy, but you know you have that thing, and then they're, you know, it's a reggae band because of the music and how they play it, but not really yung look. Parang even our hip hop here though is parang okay,
Very Western.
very, very,
Yeah.
very extremely Western. The hip hop and where I'm sure their hip hop is different because they're in Africa, right? It's so them. Parang they're just saying like, you know, we don't just copy the look. We just have the style, but really inject stuff into it, right? And I was like, okay, that gave me a lot of I was really thinking about it. Oh nga, no? Parang ganun tayo, no?
Right.
So what's us? I mean, what's Philippine music? I started researching. Ano ba talaga, di ba? And then I'm like, wow, yeah. For me, it was Kundiman kasi sarap mag-flamenco, pare. You know?
Yeah.
And then, masarap mag-gitara, mag-guitar player. And yun talaga nag-inspire sa akin, that Kundiman thing. And I've been listening to a lot of Jose Valdez and si Rafi Lata, shout out. One of my idol guitar players right now. Yeah. Really, really great guitar. And then, finally, I got the balls. I mustered the balls. That was 5 years ago. So, wala akong strength gawin eh. Ang hirap eh. So, I started injecting it into the albums I was producing. Homes and Basti.
Oh wow. Okay.
And there's a lot of Kundiman elements there that are really hidden. But if you listen to it, you're like, oy, ay, Kundiman to. May Kundiman yung blues area na yan. Parang ganyan. So, dun yung naging birth of applying it into modern music, diba? And then, finally, when I got the balls na to do it, I got my favorite bandmates, Alci Cortez and Jed Dailit, and said, pare, tulungan niyo naman ako dito sa gusto kong maging project. Let's mix Kundiman with blues and rock and roll. And then I needed a singer. I tried to sing all the songs I wrote, pero wala, ang pangit. Not a singer talaga. So, I got the best De Leon singer ever. And so,
The one with the looks.
You're too kind.
excuse me!
I am just a mouthpiece of Steel Dragon.
The first I got my brother Eric De Leon, who's an amazing singer. Also the guy who taught me how to play guitar, by the way.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And
Don't put me on the spot.
I got the love of my life for the girls, for the female.
Her eyes got really big. Really? Yee.
Love you.
So when you put it together, of course it's not. It's easy when it's an idea, but
Yeah.
then when you get like different
Yeah.
musicians together, that's when things sort of like change out.
Ay,
Were you
nako.
able to stick to what you first heard in your head? Or?
No, definitely not. Syempre,
Yeah.
di ba? With all those moving parts and IC's R&B intricacies, and then Jed's super duper hyper rock and roll drumming. I had to really try to gel it,
Yeah.
make it talaga. I was thinking really more ethnic type eh. Of the music, kailangan mas ethnic eh, and mas Pero when it all came together na sa recording,
Not bad.
not bad. Parang
Yeah.
gusto ko pa rin, kahit intense siya, parang it wasn't supposed to be that way. Parang it was supposed to be really, pero nung nilagyan na ni Jed yung drums niya, okay pa rin. Ganda. Ganda. Si mga R&B, niya. Gusto ko yung nangyari. No? And then Princess Ibanez plays the violin.
Yeah,
So she was the last one to come in. And una, 5 lang kami. And I'm like, hindi kaya, walang violin. Kailangan yung mga classical, and mixed with the overdriven guitar.
Because when you really think about it, it's been a while. Like I remember, like the early to late '90s, you had Joy Ayala,
Yun,
right?
yeah.
Pendong, Cynthia Alexander, in her infancy, Jess Santiago. They sounded Pinoy, but they were
Yes.
like very Filipino, but they were also
Yes.
playing venues like Club Dread.
Exactly, ang galing nga eh. Like Paint Pican also. And
So we
Right.
had that.
Kalayo,
in a while,
di ba?
yeah.
So those were the initial inspirations, of course, di ba? Kasi pero mas world 'yun eh.
Yeah.
That's more on the world side, and
Yeah.
syempre respect to that, syempre, di ba?
Right.
Pero yun na nga, what we're trying to bring is parang classical Filipino back, and there are a lot of musicians doing that.
Yeah.
A lot. Like I've seen this group called Salin Musica, and they have a lot of artists on their roster doing injecting classical Filipino doon sa events and their music. Wow, marami pa lang kaming ganito. So ang ganda. I think we should all group together and play to Jerusalem or something.
Shout out to those groups.
Shout out to those groups, Salen
Yeah.
Musika and Musika Publiko.
Yeah.
Yeah, yun, diba?
Yeah, that was leading to my next question. Where do you, is there a venue? Because obviously you guys are moving within the rock independent
Yun,
circle.
nandun na. oo.
But of course, there's so much potential with the music. Are there other venues? Do you find that?
Yes, actually, we're playing Alamat Filipino Pub this
Down the street from my
August
place.
17. That's a very, very Filipino venue.
It is.
B&B Homes, diba? Yeah. So yung sobrang Filipino yung venue na yun talaga. Even their food is like Filipino fusion eh.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think I had some of the cocktails there. Like,
Yun, diba?
very-
Santol. My favorite is the Santol cocktail. It's
Sampalo.
Sorry,
They
Sampalo.
have a sampalo cocktail.
It's amazing.
Wow, that's interesting.
Better than San Mig Apple.
Lead the way to the bathroom,
A
baby.
lot better. So anyway, yun na nga. And we have Mino.
beer yung mga
Craft beer,
sa
yeah.
local.
Mga local craft. Yun na, inaano rin ng Alamat kasi, yung local craft beer made locally talaga by our local brewers, diba? Not factory made, diba?
Interesting.
Yeah. And also, we have Minukawa who welcomed us also.
Yeah.
Kasama namin doon si Mad Love Misery.
Mm.
And so there's a lot of venues naman talaga if you think about it.
So it's basically just spearheading the movement. That's the
Yeah,
trick.
I wouldn't say movement like it's a new thing. Alam mo yun, it's going on. It's consistently going on naman, but it's not just out there. Alam mo yun, it's not just no.
The
It's,
attention's like elsewhere.
yeah, the attention is elsewhere talaga. Syempre, alam naman natin it's like that, and I don't mind. I mean, I'm not parang trying to grab attention naman in
Yeah.
this kind of I
It's
just want to do it
it's
for
an ongoing
ourselves.
ecosystem.
Exactly. Parang lang, siguro we gusto lang namin dumagdag
Yeah.
sa putting this up, diba? Meron isa pang banda nakita ko, Electric Kundiman yung pangalan nila. Para silang Maria Capra. Yun yung tangal niya. Diba, Maria Capra, parang para sa akin, may pagkakundiman din pero mas Pinoy rock and roll eh, diba? Yun.
They sounded more Pinoy
Yeah.
than Western rock.
Exactly. Parang if you put Pig Dog, let's say, and Mario Crafter in the same, or kami ni na Basti, rock and roll pareho, pero you really define it na, Pinoy rock yung isa mas Western rock.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're talking to the members of Ordinaryo. Eric, Nikki, and Marco are here. We're going to be listening to some music from them, some live music. They agreed to play some exclusive stuff here on radio. We're going to be playing their song in a bit because we are debuting Impierno at Ulap. We're going to be
Yes.
talking more about their music
Okay.
in a bit, and we're going to let them get ready. But in the meantime, we'd like to remind everybody at 12 noon, we hope everybody tunes in and logs on to Metal Royalties PH because Channa is here to make an announcement. And of course, Adults Only Radio is also supporting Metal Royalties Philippines. And quick reminder, what is happening over the weekend? Are any gigs happening over the weekend?
Not that I can think of. I don't remember.
There's
any.
probably gigs over
have
the
to look
weekend.
into
We'll
it.
have to look it up. But yeah,
Nothing major that I
again,
know of.
we're on Instagram, Adults Only Radio PH, and on Facebook, Adults Only Radio on Jam 88.3. We're gonna change that soon, we promise. We know it's way
A
too
mouthful.
long. But yeah, we're gonna be listening to some music right now from Ordinaryo. What's the first song you're gonna be playing for us?
It's going to be a cover.
It's a cover.
It's
It's going to be a cover of Filipino nursery rhymes.
Ooh.
Yes.
Uh,
We bluesified it.
Bluesified and rockified nursery rhyme.
All right. So
Funkified it.
for those of you who are still in bed, this should be perfect for before you grab that cup of coffee.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, we're listening. I want a few shout outs. Mike Kusin is tuned in. Thank you, Dow, for that Pat Benatar song. And we got
Oh,
a
Mike
bunch of
Kusin.
other people tuned in and sending in their requests. Ate Joanne is finally online.
Finally.
And,
Chetty.
let's see who else. Chetty, thanks for tuning in all the way from
Calgary.
Calgary. From very, very far. Anyway, we're going to give the mic over to Ordinaryo in a bit. Stay tuned here on Adults Only Radio on Jam 88.3.
We're good?
Guitar,
Please.
please. Guitar.
So, we have the headphones in. We have the headphones in.
More guitar.
There. I can hear it. Okay. 2. Bagal konti. 1.
Adults only on Jam.